Hello, welcome back to another episode of BCC Broadcast. So, my name is Amarnath Mishra and I warmly welcome all of you to our channel, that is Blue Crest College BCC Broadcast. Today we are going to learn a very important topic, that is encryption decryption. There are two types of encryption is there, symmetric key encryption and asymmetric key encryption. So today we are going to learn about symmetric key encryption, where we will see that the key will be used for encryption and decryption. For the configuration of symmetric key encryption, first we will check the connectivity of the server. So here we will ping, that is ping 10.0.0.1, and it is replying very well. We can see that. Now we will ping 10.0.0.2 and it is also replying very well. We can see that. So both the nodes are responding very well. So now we will take the remote connection of the remote system, that is, so that we will configure the symmetric key encryption. So here we'll take the remote control, that is we'll take so we'll take now remote system, that is 10.0.0.2, and we can see that it is asking for the credential. So we'll put the credential, that is password for the remote system. So we have provided the password and it is taking the remote connection. So you can see that it is establishing session. Once it is established, we'll configure, we'll take connection. So now we'll log in with the credential, that is contoso, then password, that is user is Adam, and we'll put the password. So we have provided the password here. You can see that system is logging in. So it is preparing the system. Now it is logging for the dashboard and it is preparing the desktop. So once it is provided with the desktop features, you can see that the server manager is loading, and once it is loaded we will configure it. By the meantime, what we will do, we'll configure, we'll start with another system, that is with the node. So here we will take the node so that it will be able to access the remote system. We have already taken, and now we'll take control. So we'll log in with the system. So here we will see that as the cloud, we can see that. So we'll connect to the cloud and cloud system will start now. So we'll put on the system so that cloud system is on. So cloud system is starting. Here we can see that system is booting now. So system is getting ready. So you can see that, and we will be able to access the system once it is ready. So system is ready now. We'll log into the system. So we'll log into the system. System is ready now. So you can see that it is asking for the bluecrest/administrator. So we'll put the password, that is credential password, and we'll log into the system. So system is logging in. We have provided the password. So once it is system is booting, now it is loading the system dashboard, that is server manager. It is loading the server manager. Server manager is getting ready, and once it is getting ready, we will configure the system over here. So now we need to create a user so that we can see the symmetric key encryption. So here what we will do, we will go to the user creation. So first we'll create the user over here. So now we'll move to create user. So here we will go to create user. So we'll go to the tools, and within the tools we'll go to the active directory users and computers. So when it is coming to the active directory users and computers, it is getting ready. So when it will be prompting with the active directory users and computers here, so you can see that the users are tab on. Under the user tab we have the user, that is that user we will create now. So we'll go to create new, user, that is D1 user, that is D1 user, and login name also D1 user. So we'll put D1 user and we'll create this user. So go to the next and we'll put the password, that is we'll provide the password over here and it will be provided with the confirm password. And we'll go to the next. Here it is confirmed that D1 user has created. We'll also configure the D2 user, so we'll go to new, we'll create another user, that is D2, and we can see that the login details will be also D2. Once it is, go to the next, we'll provide the password, and here we'll provide the password, which the here will provide the password, that is complex password, and we'll also confirm. Now we'll confirm the password, so here we'll provide the confirm password. So we'll provide the confirm password, and we have configured this both the user. So D1 and D2 two user is there, and now we'll give the permission for both the user. We'll go to the properties of the user, we'll go to the member of tab, we'll go to the add, and now we'll go to the advanced. When we come to the advanced, go to the find now. Once it is coming to the find now, we'll go to the permission, that is the server operators permission we'll provide here. So we'll configure it, we'll click OK, and then apply it, we'll click OK. Same permission we'll provide the D2 user. Go to the properties, we'll go to the member of tab. When we come to the member of tab, go to add, then go to advanced. When we come to the advanced, then come to the find now. When we come to the find now, we'll go to the member of, that is server operators member will provide. So we'll click OK, then again click OK, apply it, and then OK. So we have created D1 and D2 user. Now we will log in with the user so that we can configure the user for the symmetric key encryption. So now we will log in with the user, that is D1 and D2. So here we can see that a user is there, so we will go for the user. So we'll go for the user tab. So now we can see that the user administrator is there, so we'll sign out a user, we'll switch to the user, that is user D1 and D2, that is D1 and D2. So first we'll go to the D1 and we'll put the password. So we'll log in. So D1 is logging in, and we can see that it is applying the features, that is profile is setting. Once it is set, we'll configure the encryption process, that is the data security over here. So now it has created, so we will go to the drive information, it is loading. So now when we come to the drive, that is system drive, we'll go to the C drive, and now we'll create one folder, that is D1, because we have logged in with the D1. So we'll put D1 folder and we'll create a data, that is a data document, which is now text document, and we'll write a information, that is the text information. So we'll say welcome over here, we'll save this file, and we'll move to the other user. So now we will log in with the other user, we'll sign out the a D1 user, and we'll log in with the D2 user. So now we'll log in with the D2 user, and we will see that D2 user is having the password. So we'll put the password and we'll log in with the D2 user, and we can see that D2 user has logged in and it has got the feature of. So now we will create the data over here in D2 user. So we'll go to the computer, we'll go to the drive, and we'll create one folder, that is D2, and here we will put D2, and within that we'll create one document. So new text document, and here also we'll put information, that is welcome. So we'll save this one, and we have this data over here. So we'll close it. Now we'll encrypt the data. So we are going to protect the data because everybody can see the data. So data is unprotected because it is in the plain text format. So if you see, if I go to the drive, if I open, you can see that the D2 can open his information and he can see the data, and also he can go to the D1 information and he can see the D1 data. So we will go to the D2 and we will encrypt the data. So we'll go to the properties. When we come to the properties, go to advanced and we'll put encryption. So we'll encrypt the data. Once it is encrypted, it is saved. So we'll click OK and it is saved over here. It is protected now. So we'll go to D2. So you can see that. So here you can see that the data has been protected and there is a information as encrypted over here. So now we'll go to D1. It will go to D1 so that it will protect. So sign out from D2. We will log in with the D1 now. So when we log in with the D1, we'll put the password. So when we put the password here, so here you can see that the data, D2 data, he will not be able to view because it is being protected. So we'll go to the system and we'll see that D2 data is protected. It is not able to access because it is protected data. So now we will protect this data also so that D2 will not be able to see D1 data. So we'll go to the properties, because here if you see, D1 can open his data but he cannot open the D2 data. So it will protect the data with the help of right click, go to properties. When it go to the properties, go to advanced, encrypt the data, it will be encrypted. So apply it, it has been changed. So you can see both the data is protected and it is been viewed in the different color. So now D2 will create the certificate so that it will be able to decrypt. So it will create a decryption key. So now it will log out from the D1, and now we will log in with the D2 so that D2 will be able to create. So D2 has logged in now. So now we will create the key, encryption key, so that it will be able to view the data. So we'll go to the command prompt cmd and it will create the encryption key. So for that there is a encryption key command is there, that is cipher. So the command is cipher/r:. So this is the key and it will asking for the pfx file. So it will ask for the password, so it will provide the password and it is confirming the password. So after that it will create it. So you can see that the certificate and the pfx key, that is a decryption key, has been created already. So both the certificate and decryption key has been created successfully, and we'll close this one. We'll check this thing. So we'll go to the drive and we can see that it will be. So now we will check the user key over here. So now we will go to the, we have already created the key, so we will check that the key, that is the user, is over here. You can see it is D2 user. So we'll check the key of the D2 user. So when we come to the D2 user, here is the certificate and key. So now we will install the certificate. So this is the certificate. We'll install the certificate over here. So current user, go to next, and then it will automatically select the certificate. For the type of certificate, we'll go to the next and we'll finish, and then it will be installed, and you can see that it has imported successfully. Similarly, we will also install the key so that it will be able to use that the key to view the data, to decrypt the data. So it is basically the key which is used over here. So you can see that the name of the path of the key. So we'll go to the next, we'll provide the password, and once it is provided, we'll go to the next and we will select automatically the certificate will be imported. So this is the pfx key which is imported over here. So both the things, we have installed the certificate and we have installed the key over here. So now we will log out with the user and we'll log in with the another user, that is here we will log out with the D2 and we will again log in with the D1. So we'll go to the other user, that is D1, and here we can see that the password is prompted over here. So we'll provide the password and it has logged in with the D1. Now when you see that this D1 has logged in, we'll go to see the data. So we'll go to the drive. When we come to the drive, we'll go to the computer and we'll go to the system drive. Now we can see that, so we are logged in with the user, that is D1, and we can see that we'll give the permission to the D2. So we'll go to the D1 folder, we'll open the file, right click, go to properties, to the file, we'll go to the advanced, and we can go to the details. When we come to the details, it is only permission to the D1. So what will happen, this is the certificate key which is used for decryption. This is the decryption key for D1. Similarly, we have to add D2 decryption key. So we'll add here, we'll go to add certificate of D2 decryption key, and it has been showing that this is the certificate as per the given of the expiry date we can see here. So we'll click OK, and we can see that the D2 can also view this same data with the help of the decryption key. So we'll click OK, and then we'll apply it and click OK. So now D2 can view both the data, that is D1 data document and D2 data document. So we will log out from the user and we'll again log in with the D2. So now we'll sign out D1, and now we'll go to log in with the D2. So D2 will be able to see now the data. So we will log in with the D2, and we can see that D2 has logged in. So now we'll go to view the data, because it has got the decryption key through which you can view both the data, that is D1 data, and you can see that D1 data is visible because of the decryption key. That is, just now we have installed the certificate and the key, and you can also view the data of D2. So you can see both the data, D1 and D2 data, because of the decryption key. So if you want to learn such kind of technologies like security, ethical hacking, cyber security, cloud computing, please visit Blue Crest College, 77 Wilkinson Road, Freetown. Thank you.